Hi, welcome back. Sorry about the lighting and the picture of this one. I'm doing it in a little office. We've still got the building work going on, so it's a bit more difficult to make the films. Today we'll be doing an unexpected review of the TCP Smart Motion Sensor. What's happened is, unfortunately, our Samsung SmartThing sensor accidentally fell off the top of the fridge probably twice now, whilst we're doing the building work for the new kitchen and working in the garage. So dropping it twice probably isn't meant to do it much good. So I've had to look for a replacement one. This was the cheapest that we could find, and hopefully it might also do light sensing as well, rather than just motion sensing, because a lot of them won't do lux or lumen sensing, which is something I want to do for another project. So if it does, I'll be getting a second one, and I'll show you what that's for in the future. But for now, we'll have a quick unboxing and setup of this one. So the box was rattling around quite a bit and didn't really hold things in place, but hopefully it'll be okay. There's no real padding. Yes, okay, it was just the screws that I could hear rattling around inside. Got a little packet of screws, some 3M tape, and a piece of paper for instruction manual, which is just basically an QR code. That'll just simply click on the back there, and yeah, it does have a little bit of a movement to it, so we can position that way we want, which is nice because I'll probably stick that up on the ceiling and position it so it's facing down towards the floor of the garage, which will allow me to not drop it off the refrigerator again. Now, I believe this is meant to take 3 AAA batteries. To open it up, all that you do is you just give it a little twist, and it's just a couple of degrees. It's what batteries are these that take? That's very helpful. The website said 3 AA batteries. This is not AA batteries. I've got the 3 batteries at hand ready for this project. Never gonna fit. That is absolutely great. It requires Charlie Romeo 1, 2, 3 Alpha batteries. So they're a specially made battery, which I don't have, and we'll have to order or send this back. That's great. It does have a USB port on there as well, so I might be able to power it from a USB socket, but that is not what I'm wanting to do. It would be much better if the manufacturers would tell you, or the retailer would tell you the truth. Very disappointed in that. What does it say on the box? Should I have read the packaging a bit more closely? It does actually say on the box. But when you've read the product you're selling, you don't necessarily double check on the outside of the box, do you? To try and get this video done, I thought what I'll do is I'll use the USB power supply as it says we can do that. So I've got it connected to my laptop just as a power source. Now, I like actually how they've done this, although it would have been good to have some instructions with it. The idea is that once you've screwed that to the wall or the ceiling, you just pop your fingers back there, hold it in place, and give it a little turn, and it will come off and detach, and that would be nice and easy to do. Brilliant. But on the back, they've got no directional arrows telling you to do that. It just looks like you're meant to simply pinch that in to open it up. So some directional arrows on the back of that would have been nice. They have put a directional arrow on the inside to show you which direction is up, which is absolutely useless. I don't know why they bothered doing that. But for now, we will try and connect it via USB and see how well that works. So we can see it's got a little blue light just flashing there. So I now download the app for it. I'll open up a barcode scanning app, and so you can read the QR code and go to the App Store. Okay, they're using their own particular one. Okay, the app's downloaded now, so we can just go open. We'll need to register an account because we haven't got one yet. I'll just enter our details. You then need to come to your email and select your verification code. Copy and come back to the app. Hopefully we can just paste it in. And then we have to type it, that's very helpful. And then I need to set a password. And click done. Now we're able to add a new device, so click add. And it's absolutely none of those. We'll just say Wi-Fi connector, see what that does. Now I can confirm a blue light's flashing. Okay, and enter our password. Now I might find that I have to set this to 2G only for our Wi-Fi. Okay, I've set our router to only be on 2G rather than 2 and 5 because that can confuse these products. Okay, and haven't had much luck using their smart home system, so I'm going to try Smart Life from Tuya, see if that is going to work. It's a very similar sort of app actually, so it might work, but I'll just have to reset this, so I'll push and hold down the button so it starts flashing rapidly. There we go. And now I'll say add, other, and confirm it's blinking rapidly. I'll confirm our Wi-Fi password is correct. Okay, that has now worked. That is good. That has now pushed us into the Tuya system, which does work with this and that. So if you follow their instructions using their card provided, it won't work with if this and that. That's great, and there's no information on their website either. So I'm going to leave it motion sensor for now. We can rename that later, and it just closes the app. That's helpful. Open it back up. We have the motion sensor, and it's sensing. Great. That now looks like it's actually using their app. So let's flick between the two to see, is it working with their app as well? It's now removed it from their home app, so don't bother with their app, use the Tuya app. So hopefully if I now go to if this then that. Okay, I've had a good play with this. I've looked online because there aren't any instructions, so I've looked online to get how to set this up with this then that. It says it clearly on the box that it does. It says it in the marketing for it. It doesn't. I cannot get it to work with if this then that, which is a shame because that's what I entirely needed it for. I have a feeling it is a Tuya product, just rebranded because it worked perfectly in the Tuya app. So there's obviously some team up there, which isn't too surprising because Tuya have announced that they're going to abandon if this then that. We've got a Raspberry Pi on order so that I can run a home automation server, and we'll try it with that, and I'll be building that and setting that up. That I won't do on the fly. I will actually set that up step by step, work it out, get that right, and then show you how that's done. But that's going to get a lot more complicated. The way things are going, people are going to need the more complex things rather than just relying on something very basic and very simple. There used to be wonderful, wonderful apps out there that were simple to use, worked with almost everything, and you could do anything. It was brilliant. But it got discontinued. Someone bought them up and shut it down. It was Stringify. I used to love Stringify. You could have multiple things required to happen before a trigger happened, and then multiple things that one trigger could do. It was a brilliant, simple user interface. You could really just get grips with it just by looking at it. It was wonderful. A lot of the other ones, you actually have to know a bit of coding, you have to have multiple different accounts, you have to know how to sync devices, and it gets much more complicated. Unfortunately, at the moment, I cannot recommend the TCP product. I had a Tuya product in the past and I completely forgot about it because Smart Life and Tuya is the same company. Smart Life is their app system. And we had that for one of the lights that we bought. So I set that up and just completely forgot about it. If companies are going to start getting greedy and forcing you to only use their system, you cannot have a smart home. It has to be an open system for everyone to be able to interact with. Everyone has to work together and have an open API system so that anyone can make a light switch and it will turn any light on. You need to have any button push so it can turn any device on. Any smart plug should be able to work with any assistant. Having separate ecosystems for every manufacturer will mean a house will have to have a solitary manufacturer in the entire property. Buying something where it's labelled that it does it and then have that functionality removed should be criminal. Well, that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. If you did like the video, please give it a good thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and a big thank you to all my subscribers. You've gone over the 100 mark easily now, so we've now got a proper channel name. So bye from BrenTeck IT Support. Thanks very much.